Hello friends, welcome back for the lecture series of engineering mechanics. We are now in fifth unit. So today we are going to start the new topic, that is coordinate system. So there are the different coordinate systems, a rectangular coordinate system, then polar coordinate system, and then ENT system, that is normal and tangential coordinate system. So this coordinate system is used to locate the position of a particle on curved path. So in order to locate the position of particle, we can locate the position with the help of the different coordinate system. So maybe the in xy, by using the xy coordinate system, by using the r theta system, that is polar coordinate system, and by using the normal and tangential coordinate system. Let's say that this is the particle P which is traveling on this curved path. This particle P is traveling on this curved path. Now we have to locate its position with respect to some reference points. So let's say O is the origin and XY is your the coordinate system. So according to this coordinate system, we have to locate its position. So generally we are preferring the rectangular coordinate system. Now, the position of this particle with respect to this axis x can be shown by the perpendicular if you draw from that reference line. So that gives you the coordinate y. The distance from x-axis is gives you the coordinate y. Similarly, if you draw the perpendicular from that point on y-axis, so the distance from y-axis of that particle gives you the coordinate x. So the xy is called as your rectangular coordinate system or Cartesian coordinate system. So this is the one of the type. If this coordinate system we are using in three-dimensional, so there is one another coordinate, that is z coordinate. So in order to define the motion or position of the particle, two coordinates are enough. Similarly, the another type of coordinate system is the normal and tangential coordinate system. So that the coordinate system we are going to learn in next lecture. So again, this is rectangular or Cartesian coordinate system. This is x, y. So the position of this particle can be shown by the pxy. So this is the velocity in x direction, and perpendicular to this is velocity, gives the velocity in y direction. So if we find out the resultant of these two, so that is the velocity v, and its angle with respect to any one direction is theta. Let's say the angle with respect to x direction, so it is theta x. This position vector r can be shown by the xi plus yj, where I and j are the unit vector along x and y direction respectively. So in rectangular and Cartesian coordinate system, the position vector r bar is equal to xi plus yj, where I and j are the unit vector along x and y axis respectively. Now in order to find out the velocity vector or velocity, we have to differentiate the equation number 1. So we have to differentiate this equation number 1. So what you will get, dr by dt is equal to dx by dt plus dy by dt. So if we differentiate the position position vector with respect to time t, you will get the velocity v. So that is nothing but v is equal to vxi plus vyj. This, let's say this is my equation number 2. So in order to find out the total velocity v, we have to use the v is equal to under root of vx square plus vy square, this formula. So that will give you the resultant velocity v. Now in order to find out the direction with respect to x, so we have to use the tan theta is equal to vy upon vx. So theta is equal to tan inverse of vy upon vx will give you the direction of velocity with respect to x. Now again we differentiate this equation, what you will get, that is d square r upon dt square is equal to d square x upon dt square plus d square y upon dt square. So that is nothing but the acceleration. Or if we differentiate this equation number 2, you will get the dv by dt is equal to dvx upon dt I plus dvy upon dt j. So that is nothing but the, if we differentiate velocity with respect to time, that gives you the acceleration. So what is acceleration? Change in velocity with respect to time is nothing but the acceleration. So a is equal to axi plus ayj. In order to find out the total a, we have to take the, use the formula that a is equal to under root of ax square plus ay square. So that will give you the total acceleration, that is a. In order to find out the direction of that acceleration with respect to x, so tan theta is equal to ay upon ax will give you the direction of acceleration. So my dear friends, you just have to remember these formulas in order to find out the velocity and direction, as well as acceleration and its direction if the position vector is given. Sometimes when acceleration is given, so from that if we want to find out its velocity, we have to integrate that equation. Sometimes only velocity is given, we have to differentiate to find out the acceleration. From the velocity, if we want to find out its position coordinates, we have to integrate the velocity equation. Quite simple procedure. Let's begin with the first numerical. When we solve the numerical, your doubts may be get clear. Example on rectangular coordinate system. The motion of a particle is defined by the equation x is equal to 4t cube minus 6t and y is equal to 6t cube minus 2t square. So these two position coordinates are given, where x and y are in meters and t is in second. Determine the velocity and acceleration at t is equal to 4. Find v and t at t is equal to 4. We have to find out v and t at t is equal to 4. So x and y is given. So I will write down the given equation. X is equal to 4t raised to 4 minus 6t. Initially I have to find out velocity in x direction. So I will differentiate this equation with respect to time t. So we will get 16t cube minus 6. Similarly y is given. In order to find out the velocity in y direction, we have to differentiate this equation with respect to time t. So we will get 16t square minus 4t. Let's say this two equation is like equation number 1. Similarly, again we differentiate this equation, velocity equation with respect to time. We will get the acceleration in x direction, that is x double dot. That ax is equal to 48t square. Similarly, if we differentiate the vy with respect to time t, we will get the ay or y double dot. So that is 36t minus 4. So now acceleration equation is with us and velocity equation with us. We have to find out v and a at t is equal to 4. Just substitute the t is equal to 4 in equation number 1 will give you the velocity in x direction and in y direction. Then after that you have to find out the total velocity v, which is equal to under root of vx square vy square, and its direction theta is equal to tan inverse of vy upon vx. Similarly, substitute the value of t in equation number 2. So you will get the value of ax and ay. Then find out the total a is equal to under root of ax square plus ay square, and the direction theta is equal to tan inverse of ay upon ax. So quite simple procedure. So Vx is equal to 16t cube minus 6. This is the value of Vx. So I have made over here mistake. So Vx is equal to minus 16t cube minus 6. So what I will get over here, 16t cube, 16 into 4 cube. So that is 1024 minus 6. Here I have forgot to write down the 6. The answer is correct. Minus 6. 16t cube minus 6. 16t raised to cube, that is 4 raised to cube minus 6 will give you the answer 1018 meter per second. Now we have to find out Vy. Vy is 18t square minus 4t. So 18t square minus 4t. Substitute t is equal to 4. So you will get the 280 meter per second. Now this is Vx and this is your Vy. In order to find out V, take the under root of Vx square plus Vy square. Substituting the values, you will get the value of total V 1055 meter per second, and theta, we know that tan of theta V is equal to Vy upon Vx. Substituting the value of this Vy and this Vx in equation number tan of theta. So you will get the value of theta, that is 15.36 degree. So this is the direction of velocity and this is the total velocity V. Now in continuation of the same problem, now we have to find out acceleration. So in order to find out acceleration, we have to differentiate that equation, that is x double dot. We will get 48t square. Substitute the value of t is equal to 4 because we have to find out acceleration at t is equal to 4. Similarly, for ay also we have to substitute t is equal to 4. You will get the value 768 Ax and ay is 142. Again you have to find out a by substituting the value in this formula. You will get a 781 meter per second square, and the direction is tan theta is equal to ay upon ax. So theta is equal to tan inverse of ay upon x gives you the direction 10.48 degree. So first problem is over. Very simple problem. Now next problem. The motion of a particle is defined by the equation or relation y is equal to t cube minus 8t square plus 2 and x is equal to t square plus 5t, where x and y are in meters and t is in second. Determine the velocity and acceleration when t is equal to 2. We have to here find out again velocity and acceleration at t is equal to 2 seconds. Again position is given. So x and y is given. Again find out the Vx and Vy by differentiating that equation. So we will get, differentiating this equation, we will get 2t plus 5, that is Vx. Differentiating this equation, that is 3t square minus 16t, that will give you the Vy. Again differentiate this equation, you will get the Ax is equal to 2, and differentiating this equation, that is Ay will give you the 6t minus 16. Similarly as that of previous problem, find out the Vx by substituting the t is equal to 4. So you will get the value 9 meter per second Vx, and Vy is minus 20 meter per second. Substituting the V in that, Vx and Vy in this equation to find out the total V and find out the theta also. Now Again differentiating the equation of Vx and Vy to find out the Ax and Ay. So you will get Ax is equal to 2 and Ay is equal to 6t minus 16. Now substitute the value t is equal to 4 in Ax and Ay. So here t is a Ax is not a function of t. So here Ax is 2 meter per second square itself. Now here substitute t is equal to 4. So you will get, sorry, t is equal to 2. We have to find out acceleration at t is equal to 2. So substitute t is equal to 2. So you will get minus 4 meter per second square. Now in order to find out total A is equal to under root of ax square plus ay square, you will get the acceleration A is equal to 4.472 and tan theta is equal to ay upon ax, that is 63.44. So ax is positive, ay is negative. So it indicates that your acceleration lies in a fourth quadrant and this is your theta. Okay. Sometimes in problem only velocity components are given, that is Vx and Vy are given. By differentiating it will give you to calculate the value of Ax and Ay. Sometimes in the problem only acceleration components are given, that is Ax and Ay are given. By integrating the given equation, it will give you, or integrating that equation will give you the Vx and Vy. Again if we integrate Vx and Vy, it will give the x and y. That is, we have to follow the reverse procedure. If acceleration is given, to find out the velocity we have to integrate. If velocity is given, if we want to find out acceleration, we have to differentiate. Okay, now velocity is given, to find out the position we have to again integrate that equation of velocity. So completely we have to transform the reverse procedure if Ax and Ay is given to find out the Vx and Vy. Okay, so thanks for watching.